time to prep. Like,
all right, and we'll say action.
All right, so we always get yelled at about mics being far away, and so let's make sure all the comments are always like, "Tell Sean to talking to his fucking mic."
Yeah,
Tell Chris to talking to his mic.
Wait, we can't cuss for the first 10 seconds, right? Is that the rule?
First minute. What's be like?
We're gonna get demonetized anyway.
Hey, everything's got demonetized anyway.
Hey, are we recording? We good? Are we recording?
All right.
Hey, welcome back, Chris Curtis.
Hey, Sean Strickland, world champion. Sean.
It's been a fucking minute. It's been a minute, dude.
It's been like 3 months, maybe.
A lot's happened to you since then, Chris Curtis.
A lot's happened. Really hasn't.
Yeah. Do you miss the? Do you miss your tweet?
Oh no, you guys, Twitter. Like not having Twitter is great.
Bro, how did you let the internet bully you off Twitter?
Dude, no, it's not that. So here's the fun thing. I realized, guys, that I don't like most people the way I thought I did. Like fighting for me, a big part of it was like I wanted to be famous. I wanted people to know me. Yeah. And once I got there, I'm like, I don't like most of you. Like most of you guys are fucking terrible. Like there's a lot of fans out there who are great, but man, the internet sucks. And I'm like, you know what? It's just cooler not to deal with people, and like it's like I'm happier not dealing with people.
Yeah.
It's so fucked. I don't have the patience. I go down rabbit holes. Like it's just rough.
Yeah, some speculation out there was that you were standing for Ian Gary, and that's why you took it so offensive.
No, I just people are dumb. So here's the thing.
Or is that my only speculation?
Yeah, that's your speculation. People have asked this thing. Like even with the Ian Gary thing, I'm seeing like people and like it's not even about Ian. Like I'm friends with Ian. It's cool, but I see people.
I mean, how close friends are you?
I'm fine with it. Shut up.
He never asked you to fuck his wife.
No, stop it. Stop it. She's an angel. Stop. You guys are assholes.
Hey, you guys don't be mean to Kurt. He's going to quit the podcast again.
No, here's the thing. Like, even seeing people comment on that, I'm seeing, like, random fucking fat dudes commenting, like, oh, you're a...
But why do you care? Why do you care?
Because here's the internet. It's not so much that I care. It's just that I have a very low tolerance as I get older for dumb people. And the internet gives dumb people a chance to voice themselves. Like, in person, before we had the internet... If you were a fat you came up and said something to me, you had the risk.
Why do you read the comments? Why don't you just post and ghost?
No, because I'm that. Like I know I'm me. Like I'm very combative, guys. Like I come from like a weird family. It's just how we did things.
So, guys, could you please be nicer to Chris Curtis and get back on Twitter?
I'm not back on. I'm never going.
If you guys see this, will you go on his tweet or Instagram?
I'm never going to Twitter.
And will you send him a little heart emoji and welcome him back? Maybe a rainbow flag, a picture of Biden.
My Instagram's only on for this week because I needed to get a phone number. And
wait, you're deleting your Instagram?
I have deactivated. But
dude, what is wrong with you? Internet, knock off. Leave Chris Curtis alone.
This week, though, I had to get a phone number. And the one thing I will say is, as much as I hate social media, I didn't realize how fucked we are.
Hey, let me tell you something. I'm just being devil's advocate here.
There we go.
I'm not trying to fight you, man. I've seen you're looking extra primal today. You're close to a fight, looking extra savage.
I feel fucking great. Like got the blade haircut going on.
Some would say that
Oh, where's this going? I know this.
Not me.
I know this segment.
No, well, not me. But some would say that like you're being a soft man by like letting the internet bully you off.
It's fine, but like those people can't beat me in a fight, so I don't care. Yeah. Like they're like, oh, you're being. So here's.
What if people start being nicer to you? Would you like?
No, I just don't like. Here's a fun thing. Like think about this. So everyone that really rocks with me is like when I get off Instagram and Twitter, they're like, oh, cool, I get it. It's good for your mental health. The only people who've been upset are people who are like, it's you can't take criticism. I should be able to say what I want.
Well, in all fairness, I like to bully you on Twitter.
No, I barely acknowledge you in person, let alone online. But like. You see, the biggest people upset are people who are like, I want to be able to talk to you and I can't now. So for me, it's even funnier because like you just don't have a way to bother me and it drives people insane. And I get a laugh out of it. But I don't make money off my social media, guys. So for me, I'm not really missing anything and it's just better quality of life.
So what Kurt's telling you guys, I'm going to need a black friend, Jamal Hill, if you would like to be my Twitter black friend. I'm really losing the.
I need a public black friend.
Bro, people go so hard on me. Have you read my comments?
Oh, your comments are rough.
I posted a fucking video of me crying on Theo Vaughn, bro. Like,
I still haven't seen that interview.
But again, it's like, it's like.
So once I've seen, so one of the things too, like this week I got back on, I saw the Theo Vaughn interview, and my first response is I'm seeing people talking. and I'm about to go eviscerate people, and I stop myself, and I'm just like, you know what? My life is better without this. So I've been on for like a week because I can't deactivate it for like another 3 days. But I haven't posted anything. I haven't commented because my first response is to go at people. It's just the way I am.
You know,
habitual can blind step.
But dude, like the way I look at it, man, like I'm fairly successful. Win or lose this belt, I mean, I'm in the rich category. Life's fucking good, dude. If there's some little guy who hates his life so fucking much, and he wants to get on the Instagram, the interwebs, and the tweet, and tell me I got a little dick and I cry like a woman, like, dude, to me, it's like, bro, you hate yourself so fucking much that this is the joy you get, bro. Post away. Tell me I suck.
I'm just at a point where I wish we could go back in time before that. So,
but you just take shit too personal.
Yeah, but I should be able to hit you though, and like it's just like no. So I support you being able to post things if I'm allowed to strike you. And
I agree. I agree. More people need to get hit, but at the end of the day, dude, like to my haters, like man, if your life is so fucking shitty to where like you get on the interwebs and you get that little dopamine spike by telling me I'm a piece of shit, like, bro, I mean, again, I feel bad for you, but fucking enjoy.
Bro,
Have at it.
No, like first, I tell you, I clicked on the thing about the Theo Von interview, and like the first comment I saw some guy like, oh, Strickland's being a blah 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 coward. So I click on this guy's profile as I want to do, and he's like 42, divorced, like at a Planet Fitness.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Doing like 140
anime,
press.
bro. Like,
I'm like, what are you? I'm like, in what world? Like, look. People call me soft. I'm like, oh, you're soft. You're not. Like, no. I'm frustrated that we've created such a soft society that like you feel comfortable and you feel safe enough to say this.
You know, it's actually funny.
Like, that's
Jordan Peterson did a good one on that. Social media is encouraged like antisocial behavior people. For instance, like we used to keep these assholes in check. So like if you walk in a room and I start calling you, the N-word, there is a sense of like, hey, someone's going to hit me, I'm going to hit them, whatever it might be. Yeah. But now it's like we are breeding these toxic can say whatever the fuck you want.
It's just it's weakness. Just like it's weakness they mask. It's like, oh, you can't handle.
But
it.
you gotta get you gotta get a little thicker skin though.
No, it's not. It's the thick skin is why I haven't killed one, Sean. Like I've got very thick skin.
But you can't. You're gonna kill on the and they're on the interwebs.
So I can't kill you. So my best course of action is just not interact with it. So I don't have to fantasize about you, and like you can go beat up anime as you say. It's fine. Like
yeah, man. Well, Kurt, we're gonna work on bringing Kurt back to the interwebs. We're gonna need you guys to be a little nicer.
Never, ever.
Yeah, it's funny, bro. Remember when I attacked Dricus, and you were like,
"I wish I was there."
Would you have jumped in?
Dude, I would have jumped. That's just oh man, I've jumped in for way worse shit. I was so upset. Like no one told me this was happening.
I actually talked to Dricus after that, and I was like, Dricus, I mean, because I like the guy. Me and him are gonna have a fucking war. We're gonna have a fucking death match. Like there is no other way that ends. Someone's gonna knock the fuck out.
He's gonna kiss you.
He might try to grab my. But I mean, at the end of the day,
that's his coach.
Worst things could happen, right? Fuck. So I actually sent him a message, and I was like, dude, listen, Dricus, we're gonna go try to murder each other, but if you bring that shit up again, I will stab you.
Yeah, I'm
press conference, weigh in. You bring that, like I just told Dricus, like,
Dricus, he's gonna bring it up.
No, he was cool about it. He was cool. But I mean, again, I'm not telling you I don't want to fight you, Dricus. I'm not saying you're not a good fighter. I'm just saying that that's a line that when crossed, it transcends fighting to like, if I have, like I'm going to, if I go to Canada and you bring that up, well, guess what? I'm going to go to jail. They're going to deport me. And we spent 8 weeks of training doing for no reason.
So that's the weirdest thing saying that, guys, because like I was supposed to fight Dricus once, whatever. I've run into Dricus a bunch. I like Dricus. He's a nice dude. He's a really good dude, like he's a solid dude. So like when that happened, I was like, what is that? Entire day was so wild to me. And then I get the text like, did you see Sean? I wasn't watching the fight. So I get
online. Bro, my blood was boiling. But you know when you said this hit home for me. You came up to me after it happened. You're like, Sean, I didn't know that was like such a
yeah. Because we joked about it, but I didn't know. I wasn't aware that was such.
But like joking about it. Here's the thing. Here's the thing about like that severe trauma. You can joke about it. I could laugh about it. I could joke about someone being molested. Oh yeah. I could joke about someone being abused. And it's funny, but the moment like you acknowledge it, and
it becomes real. Yeah.
and you pick at it. But you know what I equate it? Remember we had that conversation, guys? I'll tell you a little tidbit about me and Kurt. I don't know, this happened like 5 years ago. We were talking about the N-word. And I was like, but no, now you understand. Now you understand.
I get it, yeah.
And I was like, Kurt, it's just a fucking word. Like, why? Like, there's nothing you could, like, I'm like, you could call me a cracker, whatever the fuck you want, dude. I don't care. And then Kurt said that, like, I mean, I'll let you rephrase it, but you said that, like, when you're a little black kid, like a child, this is ingrained in you. That when
it's one of those things to where, like, it's kind of like what we explained, I believe, is like, no matter what you do, people have like this random card they pull. They devalues everything you've done. So like, think about like, you know, I'm trying not to get demonetized here, but think about, you know, you're this little kid, you go through all this bull. Say you become a fucking neurosurgeon or an astronaut. You're in traffic, some guy cuts you off, you fucking, and you're like, are you serious right now? Like, I've done all of this, and you can like there's one like card you pull that takes no effort to just like devalue everything. It's fucked. Like,
so that's my card. That's my card.
I get
like,
it. Yeah.
If I had a fucking gun on me at that UFC fight,
that crossed my mind when I watched it, and I was like, oh shit. Like, I wonder if Sean has a gun.
No, they put a metal detector. But if I had a gun on me, bro, I mean, there's a chance that, yeah, there's a chance, bro. I mean, again, I don't want to throw away my life for something dumb, and that's why I'm always like, hey guys, like, let's just be nice to each other, you know.
I do want to point out, though, in that scuffle I watched like 3 times, if you guys slow that down, notice Sean fights dirty. It was immediately going for the brainstem, like clubbing the back of the neck.
Well, because here's the thing. I knew what was going to happen.
Brainstem punch.
Well, I knew where he's broken up. So I was like, the best thing I could do is fucking 12 to 6 elbows to the back of the head if I want to do the most damage. And this is fucked up, bro. This is really fucked up.
I got 6 seconds.
I think they cut it out. I told Theo, but I think they cut out the podcast, but we ain't cut out this podcast. If you look in the video right at the very end, I went to go
But as you should.
But if you slow down the video, you'll see me grab his head, and I went to go take a chunk out of him. And I'm almost positive I got like a little bit of hair in my teeth. I remember. But I remember the reason why I didn't fully commit, as I did it, I was like, Sean, you can't, there's no coming back from this. No. The moment you take a piece of him.
I am not mad at you guys. I am a big fan of like, if I have to fight you in a non-sanctioned event, understand that I will bite your face. Like, I don't know how this is going to end, but when it's over, you'll be different forever. Like, I'm taking a piece of you with me, and I'm biting, I'm swallowing it.
Yeah, so the very end,
now you live inside
watch
me.
the video. At the very end, you'll see me pull his head, and I literally was like, that split second, I was contemplating, should I Mike Tyson this?
Yes, you had the right response and then the right counter response.
No, you know what's funny? I didn't commit to it. I definitely got a little bit of hair in my mouth.
I'm glad, but the thing is, the initial response was great, and then you had the wherewithal to be like, you know what? If I bite you, there's no coming back. Yeah,
we're definitely not fighting.
We can't fight. If I take an inch out of your cheek, the fight's off.
It makes me laugh, dude. After that happened, everyone's like, oh man, like. Dricus is in Sean's head. I'm like, you guys don't understand. I want to kill everybody. There is no in my head. The only thing is, it made it harder for me to resist that urge. But like, there's no in my. It makes me laugh that people are like, oh yeah, Dricus joked about his dad beating him up and he's in his head. I'm just like, do you think that's how fighting works?
Yeah, it's well, once again, like this is like I mentioned this before about like with people on the internet saying dumb. I realized that like, half these people did karate when they were like 13 or whatever, and they never got that shit out of their head. Like, you've got to be stoic and this and this and this. Like, you know the fuck you're talking about. Like, and people just say shit, and it's wild.
Bro, like, in that moment, I would have broke my arm to break your finger. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, there is no in my head. Like, what? Oh, now I'm like, yeah, you're right. I should die for this.
Well, now we're just, people don't know anything about fighting. Regardless,